this is the Arbybowl, I guess. People come and fight and stuff. From what I hear, this is called a Doublebowl, so make what you want of that. We did a few matches before. They were fine. This one has people you've seen before, and one guy you haven't. The others were like 1 against 1, but this time we're doing duos. Okay? Pretty sure this is the last one. Hooray. Just watch it. Leave a thumbs up and go do something else. So this one has someone called ChrisCJR and Kirkland Signature on blue team. He's that guy who posts porn of disabled people. Other team is red and has a one self dude. Flick or something. Her teammate is Irish, I think. It says Dialect County here on the page. Cool. This map is called Stonetown on H2A. It's a remake. 2v2 on SWAT with unlimited rounds, normal base traits, and no grenades. No time limit and 30 points to win. We wanted to make the commentary bigger and better this time, so we asked everyone to give their thoughts on it. I'll be back later. See you then.
Good morning, gamers, and welcome to the grand final of the Arbybowl Season 2. Joining me today is my co-host and dear friend, Mart Meister. Hello, Mart. How are you doing?
Good evening, everybody, and very well, thank you. Coming to you live from the United Kingdom.
We are here to talk Halo. Can you give us some more details on the upcoming match today?
Quite so. We have a 2v2 match tonight for Arbybowl. On the red team, we have Derelict Country and we have Flick. Both of them longtime nemesis of one of the players of the blue team, Kirkland, who won a resounding victory against Flick and managed to tie the final against Derelict Country, killing him at the very last second with a suplex.
Ooh.
I will admit, a very, very unconventional move, but it paid in his favor, sort of. And also on the blue team, we have Chris. For Derelict Country, this will be something of a handicap, as he relied very heavily on the Gravity Hammer and the Energy Blade. Two melee weapons, quite an unconventional alliance for a science fiction shooter, but nevertheless, he used them very effectively in his match against Captain Desi, and he would have hoped to use them here, but sadly, you will have to make do with the Magnum, the battle rifle.
Yes, I have also heard that Derelict, being Irish, is very good at using, manual tools for manual labor and handling potatoes. I do believe that he actually did starve himself for this upcoming match to be in his best shape.
A risky strategy, my dear friend. Let's hope it works out.
I am receiving some data on his teammate Flick, who appears to be an ant by some quirk. I don't know how that works.
Indeed, with engineering capabilities, no less. Nevertheless, sadly he was unsuccessful in his fight against Kirkland. He's hoping to gain some revenge.
Ooh, I see some drama playing here. Did you know that ants can swallow up to 50 times their weight in cum every single day?
No, I do now.
Well, ants can. Flick can at the very least. He's demonstrated it quite successfully when playing against Kurt specifically. So let's see if he can, gain his honor back today. Hopefully, the potato handler Derelict, hopefully he won't be too much of a weight to pull.
Quite so. And we're just going down to the map now, and our teams are just being assembled. In the red team, Derelict Country and Flick. In the blue team, Kirkland and his co-partner, Chris. Something of a wild card, as I have absolutely no idea of his history.
Yes, absolutely. I am also receiving data about Chris, the contestant, who is apparently Welsh. Very sorry for him. That might be the one thing that's worse than being French, and I would know.
Not necessarily. But regardless, let us waste no more time and let us get straight down to the match.
Yes, absolutely exciting match. I am thrilled to be in your company today to comment this memorable match, the finals of the season 2 of Arbybowl.
And
the
now
match.
we are up. The klaxon has been sounded. The match begins, and I can imagine that. Oh my God, what does Chris have for his avatar? Anyway, oh good God,
Oh,
what does Flick have for
whoa!
his
I was
avatar?
not ready for these avatars. Yes, we have an entire furry,
Indeed. Oh, thank
community
God. Clark
going
Kent-
here.
Clark Kent, save me.
Nevertheless, Chris looking to get some high ground, and Derelict just camping like a little pussy. Oh, some shots fired, and Flick is the first casualty.
That's right, first blood to the blue team. And hopefully I can imagine that Flick and Derelict will make a beeline for Kirkland. Any efforts to gain revenge, anything.
Yes, Flick currently on the high ground, making sure no one comes in. Derelict on the low ground, trying to find an angle.
And there's Flick again, heading up the ramp toward. And I will admit I'm unfamiliar with this map. Are there any?
Oh, shots fired.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
And the
that
score
was a
is
sneaky
1-1.
one. Very quick kill, very good kill, and evening out the score.
To 1-1. Remember, ladies and gentlemen watching at home, it is first to 30, and there's a fly fight, and the red team.
Flick was ready for this one. Chris,
He seems to have learned some very important lessons from his previous fight with Kirkland. and
Chris
I-
deciding to quickly leave the match, just like the
goodness,
Welsh
and
he is
Derelict
leaving the
down.
history
Derelict
books,
down.
and 2
Kirkland is
kills
down.
back to back.
3-2
This is a-
to the red team.
This match is so far very even. Each team trying to encroach on each other's
Chris is
territory,
down.
and another kill. This is such a
Team,
fast-paced
take a
match.
fourth. Indeed. But there's everything to play for. The first to 30. And now Derelict is moving through the archers.
Ooh, he's looking for a flank here. While Flick is more shots fire. Another. Is that
Yes,
another 1-for-1?
Third point
Another
to the
try?
blue team. Yep, I don't believe so. It is
Chris
a third
deciding
point the blue team.
to punch
Chris is
air.
opening fire. I don't know what he was saying. Now Derelict and Flick are. Oh wait, no, never mind. Derelict has broken away from.
Oh, Flick has an angle. Flick has an angle on Kirk, and that's the
Kirkland
kill.
is down. Kirkland is down, and red team are leading 5-3. Now there's Derelict. He's heading towards the giant fan, and he sees someone. He's opening fire.
Oh, great angle here. Great angle.
Yes. Oh, and he's taken, and Kirkland goes down. Flick has taken down Kirkland. Red team are leading 6-3.
Yes, Kirk right now biting on dust harder than he would bite on cocks.
And Derelict is on the beaches, and Flick is. Oh, and Kirkland's there. Kirkland's open fire.
Ooh,
on the
very
ground, I think.
risky
Derelict-
engage here. Derelict has a great angle, and he's
Derelict-
taken
And
down.
Derelict is down, and it's 5 points to the blue team. 5 points. They're 1 point short of tying with the red team so far.
This is a great match here. We're seeing some great action here. Derelict looking again for this off angle on the high ground.
Indeed, they seem to have adapted very well to the restrictions. No grenades, no other weapons apart from battle rifles. Oh my goodness! There's an engagement between Chris and Chris is down. So red team leads 7-5. There's Kirkland. Kirkland's there, going under the archers towards the beach.
Kirk's
Flick
yeah,
as well.
scouting beach, making sure that no one's there, so he can take the area and try to take some more control on that side of the map. And that's another
Flick's there.
kill.
And Chris is done. Chris is down. I don't know how. The butt of the rifle, I don't know. But red team are leading 8-5. And there's Derelict there going along the gantry. Oh, you see someone. And Kirkland goes down.
That was a
team,
long-range
9-5.
kill. That was superior marksmanship.
What a way to make a living. Oh my goodness, 10-5.
Can we really show this on YouTube? Oh no!
I don't know. It's 11-5. Red team are really striking into the lead now. And really expanding their lead. There's Chris and Kirkland there.
Yes, Chris and Kirk need to find a way back into this match. They're taking the low ground, very dangerous approach, and yes, they were waiting for it. Again, superior positioning. Superior positioning by red team here. Very good strategic position.
Absolutely indeed, in Buto. And they managed to ambush them brilliantly. And now they're leading 13-5. They are almost halfway there. There's Chris. Sees the ramp. Oh, the Derelict seems to have spotted them. I think, or at least he's opened fire on something. Oh, he's opened fire.
Oh, he got the
and
flank.
Kirkland goes down.
The flank, great flank here. Very, very tight one too.
Absolutely. Always keep your eyes open. And there's Kirkland. Spotted someone on the fan. I believe it's Chris. Oh,
Oh,
and Kirkland goes down.
bad jump here. Spamming jumps, bad idea.
Indeed. You find yourself a sitting duck in the air. Oh,
Oh
and
no,
Chris goes
and
down.
again, the bullying
16.
continues.
16-5 to the red team. The blue team are going to have to work so much harder to bring it back.
They need to stick together absolutely and try to take as much safe high ground positioning as they can. They are getting bullied, trying to go through tight choke points and so on.
Hold on, they've got a point. They've got one. They've scored a kill. 6-16. They're only 10 points behind now. Hopefully they can make it to the double. Oh goodness! And Chris goes down, and Kirkland follows shortly after. Red team 18-6.
This is still anyone's game, you know. Like, for instance, one of the contestants could disconnect, or you know, have a cat sit on their keyboard.
Well, hope springs eternal there in Buto, I will admit. There's Kirkland. Might try and opt for something a little bit more defensive, a little bit more cagey. There's Derelict.
The only hope for blue team to come back would be to distract the enemy, perhaps with some you know, furry porn. That would be a decent strategy.
I'm not sure if they can multitask like that in Buto. And Kirkland goes down. There's Chris. This is probably going to have to go behind cover.
Good positioning here on the high ground again, trying to take some good positioning. Oh, but the peak, he peaked. That was a very good, you know, very interesting duel. Very well played by the red team. Again, superior marksmanship here, not just a matter of positioning. They're definitely showing their superiority here.
Absolutely, they're using this map very, very, very well in Buto. And Chris seems to be engaging with Kirkland, and Flick goes down.
Was that a barrel explosion?
I can't say, but blue team have managed to score a point. They have 23. They desperately need to get the rest of those 23. Red team, they only need to get 10 to win this match.
Yes, this is looking like it's going to be a real struggle for blue team. They need to stick together. They need to find those kills. They need to make themselves unpredictable, and they predictably take the same route over and over. And red team was waiting for them. The double kill.
Oh my! This must be very, very disheartening for Chris and Kirkland. And
I am receiving a transmission here. I hear that blue team has been disowned by their parents.
Oh goodness, that cannot possibly be any worse for them. That honestly can't. But Flick must be delighted. This must be the day he's been praying for. There seems to be an engagement with Kirkland. Chris is running long. And Kirkland seems to have spotted.
Oh, the
goodness,
confidence!
down.
Was that Derelict jumping down from the high ground?
It seems so, and it paid off. Derelict versus Kirkland, and Derelict took that kill. And Chris goes down as well. And Flick goes down.
This is just a slaughter. They're throwing themselves into the kill room.
It seems so. It seems so. There's Kirkland. He's hiding behind the rock. I cannot blame him at this point. And there's Flick. He seems to have spotted them. He seems to have spotted Chris and Kirkland.
Oh, another long-range kill.
Down. Flick seems to have learned his lesson from his previous fight with Kirkland very, very well. There's Chris. There's Derelict seems to be pursuing him. And Flick seems to be reinforcing Derelict, I believe. Yep. I can just see there. And Kirkland goes down. 26 points to the red team. Chris and Kirkland, I have no idea what must be going through their heads. Oh!
Was that a kill? Was that a kill?
That was a kill.
Congratulations.
That was a kill. That was. Flick goes down. Oh, Chris goes down. Oh, face plants against the ground. And there's Flick. Oh, he goes down.
Another kill for blue team. Hold on. Hold up. Is that a reverse sweep? I wish this was a reverse sweep. Hopefully blue team can surprise us here.
I cannot say. They don't need. I honestly don't know how many rabbits put rabbit's feet they'll have to rub for this miracle to happen. I don't know how much salt they're going to have to throw over their shoulders. Oh goodness, there's an engagement, and down goes Derelict. Blue team have 11 kills.
Is that red
so
team
far.
being overconfident now?
Most likely. Regardless, they only
Oh,
have
that
2
should
more
be a
left.
kill. Yes,
Kirkland
they only need
is
one
down.
more.
One more.
They can probably do it.
And Red can take this home. I have no idea.
Chris is stranded in the middle of the map, taking heavy fire from both his opponents, and that should be a kill, and that is red team winning. Congratulations!
Victory for the red team, and they will be singing the town I love so well in the streets of Dublin tonight.
Yes, quite a swift victory. Like a very interesting match. You know, very tied up until, you know, maybe the fight, like a few minutes in, a few points in.
Absolutely, it was close for the first few minutes. There was one brief, shining, glorious moment where it lasted, where it seemed as though they would be tied. But then the red team, I cannot tell you, they seem to have adapted very, very quickly. Either that, or they have always been proficient in the use of magnums and battle rifles. And
Quite
the blue
possibly.
team just couldn't keep up. The blue team just didn't have a hope.
Yes, this is probably
Congratulations.
obviously this was a match. This was a match, memorable match that will be written in the history books as the highest achievement up to date of the Arbybowl, the grand finals of season 2. Congratulations to red team for this swift and dominant victory.
And congratulations to whomever bet on them, and commiserations to whomever bet on the Blues.
Trying to understand what went through the contestants' minds that made it so even, and then this breakthrough of red team a couple of minutes in. Really, what do you think happened there?
Well, if I had to guess, and I will admit this is my ignorance of Halo speaking, but if I had to guess, I imagine the red team knew the terrain better. They knew the terrain better, they knew when to attack, or either that, or they had more time to familiarize themselves with their weapons, their magnums, and their battle rifles. And I imagine that they would have learnt the lessons from their previous engagements with Kirkland, and put those lessons to good effect.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that this being a tag team, this being a 2v2, there might be a sort of adaptation period where you want to figure out how your teammate is playing and play around them. And so maybe it just took red team a little bit of time to figure each other out, whereas blue team had a lot more struggle sort of cooperating there.
That does seem to be the case. I will admit I have not seen Chris play in Arbybowl before this match.
I haven't seen play this match either. As you can see, he was completely AFK half of it.
Was he really? Well, that would possibly have been a factor in this match, I will admit. But yes. I will admit I cannot imagine that Kirkland would have been all too familiar with his playstyle.
And I doubt that, you know, Chris would have been familiar with the playstyle of Kirk, which, you know, revolves around being drunk most of the time.
That too. There are occasions when inebriation can be very helpful. It can help you be very, very, very unpredictable. But otherwise, you just end up losing all hand-eye coordination.
Yes, absolutely. I do believe also that, you know, the blue team was being coordinated in the sense that they both seemed very unsure what to do and how to position themselves and maneuver and rotate around the map. Very interesting map. Very, very interesting set here.
It is. So, are we ready for the interviews?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get on with the interview. So, I have a few questions for our winners to begin with. So, let's start with Derelict. Derelict, hello. Great victory you got there. Very, very confident, win, and very interesting duels you decided to take. Very good positioning on the high ground. I have a question for you. We have been speculating with my co-host here that you may have starved yourself to unlock your super Irish genes. Is that true?
Yeah, well, like, I'm not gonna get cocky or anything because, like, the heat of the moment, I wasn't really thinking. I don't think at the best of times.
Oh, very interesting. And what about have you been, you know, on a severe diet of potatoes beforehand?
No, absolutely not. Well, I mean, it's in the past, and whichever.
What about practicing Halo? Have you been practicing for this match specifically outside of, you know, preparing physically and mentally?
I was practicing on. I was doing some matchmaking and prep for this. You played good, and I do appreciate you taking the time to do this as well.
Very interesting stuff.
I do have a question for Flick, if you'll indulge me. I cannot help but recall your previous match with Kirkland. Did you by any chance go over that match? Did you watch it a few times to familiarize yourself with the way in which your opponent fights?
Yes! I killed them all, of course.
Very good, very good. And if I may ask, do you have prior familiarity, and this goes to Derelict Country as well, do you two have prior familiarity with the battle rifle and the magnum? Because I understand in your previous match, Derelict, you made heavy reliance on the gravity hammer and the energy weapon.
I mean, I don't think I camped too much. I mean, you say that the odds were in my favor, but, like, even though I won, I would blame some of my deaths on lag because I'm spreading my wife between too many stuff right now, and like you said, I'm too stupid to figure out not
All
to
I'm
use
hearing
wire.
is a fucking complaining fucking bitch who's gonna get fucking less scenes in the next fucking episode of oneself. Would you fucking like that bitch?
And my last question for Flick is, why?
13% of the population, 50% of the people who left my show.
Moving on to the losing team, blue team. First of all, congratulations on what was not in fact a clean sweep. At the very least, you got a few points in there. So I guess this question goes to both of you. How much prep work, if any, you did for this match?
Wait, maybe I should take it slower. Okay, let's try this. Fuck, man, this is actually kind of hard. Alright, Chris, get serious.
I know he's mentally fucking damaged, but he deserves to know fucking, like, why he's more retarded. It's really not a hard concept to understand. The motherfucker.
Very interesting. Thank you.
I have a question for Chris. I will admit I have not been able to find you in the Arbybowl matches. Do you have any prior experience with Halo tournaments?
The only time I ever did this was in college.
I see. Very interesting. Good. That's very good to know, Chris. And my question for the both of you is, what prior experience do you have with magnums and battle rifles?
Yeah, I'm a mentally damaged person who owns a Remington and a Mossberg. That should be a felony.
Oh man, this is weird. Okay. Is this what really actors feel like?
This is such a great game of Halo 2 Anniversary!
Well, I suppose that answers that then. Thank you very much.
But Chris, we saw you during the match using a very interesting, in fact, two very interesting techniques that I have not seen used at competitive Halo standards. So I would like you to comment on that as well, of being AFK for at least what we could see were a few seconds, and then punching the map. Could you comment on that?
Sounds like can't remember his name, but you guys, it's not unusual to be upside down. You wanna fuck with me, nigga?
Maybe one final question for you, Kirkland. How does it feel to get stomped like a little bitch by your rival?
Hey, wait, Flick is in here? Almost like they're both retarded.
Kirkland, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, dude, I can't play Halo 2?
Yes, this was quite the humiliation, really. Hopefully you can be more sober for the next match. Thank you, gentlemen, and that's it for us.
A battle fought with heart and soul is won right here on Arbybowl.
What's such a beautiful phrase to end this on. Yes, heart, soul, and most likely liquor and penis as well. Very interesting match, very thrilling contestants here. And that's it for us. Back to you, Steve.
Oh yeah, good job or whatever. That was good. The ant guy and whoever he was with when he won, I'm not sure. Hope Mr. Costco and the furry didn't take it too hard. Not that it matters.
Oh my god, I love you like so much, babe.
Yeah, I love you too.
Like at the end of the day, it's just a computer game. I suppose that's it then. I mean, Arbybowl's done. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave something in the below thing, and yeah, I'm out. Peace. Oh, before I go, I would.
Do not touch your LCD screen.
Please don't adjust your view.
You are required to remain seated.
With that said, we
Now
return
you two.